Welcome back. The Curious Case of returns to Investigation Discovery with a new season of stranger than fiction true crime stories full of twist, deception, and unbelievable characters. And today we're joined by legal analyst and true crime expert Beth to talk about these shocking cases and what makes this season a must-watch. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Well, my pleasure.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
Yes. This season, it promises stranger than fiction cases without giving too much away. What can fans expect from this season?
Well, they are definitely stranger than fiction. I was scratching my head at some of them saying, wait a minute, somebody did this? Like you can get away with this? And that's our season finale. I want to give it away, but it is a weird story, something committed by a 91-year-old woman. So I leave it at that.
Yeah.
But there are stories of, a school principal who hypnotized his students, which ended in tragedy for 3 of them. A wellness guru who started practicing medicine without a license. He's in prison today. There's an esthetician who thought that a neighboring spa was harassing her and allegedly took out a hit on him. Crazy, twisted story. There are 7 stories over 8 weeks because that story of the esthetician actually covers 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's 2 parts. There was so much to tell. Actually, a lot of these stories probably could have been 2 hours because it's so twisted and it's hard to get it down.
Right, narrow
it
down.
So on that note, so as the legal analyst and guide for the series, how do you approach unraveling these bizarre cases for viewers while keeping it both accurate, but also you want it to be engaging?
So, I mean, that's the art and the writing and the putting together, which is done by a really good team of people, but I am an active part of this. And, I had to understand what one person says, and then when another person says that contradicts it, and then it's like, wait a second, who has a motive to lie? What is more likely the truth? So we did this in the Natalia Grace series too. It's like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. So I am, also looking at the law saying, okay, this is criminal, but if this happened, then maybe it's not. So, we just plow through every story, do the best we can to tell it in a 1 hour for the viewer so they can understand that something bizarre happened in Illinois or in California or in Florida.
Yeah, and you do a great job at kind of making it engaging for the audience so that it's digestible, right? And I know that some of these cases involve some extreme deception, obsession, and unexpected twists. I'm curious, were there any moments in your research that truly shocked you?
The season finale truly shocked me. A woman who's living with 2 embalmed corpses at home. In her home. That was weird. But the story of the Illinois woman who faked being paralyzed from the neck down, that really troubled me. And she got a place at a camp for people with special needs. Somebody who really was disabled should have had, but she, an able-bodied person, faked her disability. That angered me.
Yeah.
So, I can't believe what people get away with or try to get away with.
Right. I'm sure you run the gamut of emotions, too, when you interview and work on these cases.
Yeah. And
actually, on that one, I started to cry, because I had 2 disabled brothers. So, I break down. I never saw the tape. I don't know I didn't see the episode. I don't know how it's used, but I actually do get emotional in that episode.
Yeah. And we know audiences are going to be baffled, but what else do you hope audiences will take away from watching these cases?
Well, every story I hope is kind of a cautionary tale for people. I covered murder and mayhem for years. These are not murder cases, but these are just like regular Joes in the community who are out there deceiving people. So, it's like, just beware. There's fraudsters among us.
Yeah, that's so true.
Good point.
Thank you for joining us today and filling us in. You've piqued our interest. I think I'm excited to see this new season of The Curious Case of. So thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's another one to add to the list. Those are some crazy stories. Yeah. Stay